Dear audience, my name is Marko Lahti and I work at the University of Turku in the Department of Future Technologies as an head of development. I'm presenting today our research titled Co-designing a European Future Tech Lab in Africa as a place for open innovation that has been co-worked with our University of Namibia partners. Since we have 100-year history with Namibians already, it is more than natural to continue this relationship, and also for the reason that our university has an existing agreement with them as well. First, our motivation was to investigate affordances for co-design as a co-design space where people from the global south and the global north work and share experiences together, whether being present remotely or in situ. As for a mission, we needed guidance for co-designing process of Future Tech Lab, for future development, and for sharing lessons learned with others. In this study, we described how the Future Tech Lab was conceptualized, co-designed, and experienced as a place for creating future technologies that generate sustainable value for and with a multitude of involved stakeholders like academia, industry, and their communities. Here you can see the three objectives that we had. First objective was to explain how different stakeholders are involved in co-design process of the Future Tech Lab and how they contribute to value creation. Second objective was to describe how the idea was conceptualized and highlight engagement methods and tools for it. And third and final objective was to demonstrate the practical implementation of a European Future Tech Lab in Africa. We chose case study method because it allows the researcher to capture and describe the complexity of real-life events. Here you can see three phases which we evaluated. Evaluation was categorized in three parts. The study provided holistic descriptions of the co-design process of the Future Tech Lab from devising its concept until the first 3 months of its usage. Analyzed data include the co-design schedule, cost structure, and planning documents, and diverse contracts as well as photos before and after the transformation of the place. Additionally, the data has been gathered from the usage phase, including activities planned and realized, experience of functionality of the space, and number of users and visitors, as well as their feedback. Data was analyzed based on the earlier mentioned, but also contextually applied aspects of BA, including social, digital, and physical dimensions in different phases of the process of developing the Future Tech Lab. Before we go forward, I would like to explain a little bit about the technology first. In this study, we have named the technology as a remote presence. The novel technology is based on multiple video streams that are combined together. This created 3D feed can be viewed in any point of view inside the camera area. We use multiple camera pairs to get video feed around the room to capture the room, people, and every object inside the area. This constructed 3D feed is created keeping latency minimal so participants that watch the feed through VR or AR headsets can participate remotely in real time. Audio can be taken by using virtual or physical microphones. It was identified that at both ends of Finland and Namibia, the physical co-learning space is needed. The work needs to have facilities for groups to work locally as well as in a group-to-group setting by using remote presence. Additionally, the same place can be used for presentations. This place was dedicated for co-learning. In order to enhance industry-university collaboration, one needs to dedicate a place for co-working. This requires a shared space for group meetings, one-to-one supervision, and possibility to work individually. Such places need not in the first hand have the remote presence technology, but it needs to provide a connectivity for the collaboration by using more traditional online collaboration tools. And here you can see the concept of the Future Tech Lab. It is divided in 3 zones that has different purposes mentioned above. In the second phase, result outcome is described shortly here. First, the social elements included collaboration with renovation project management stakeholders as well as digital infrastructure providers. Secondly, virtual connection with remote presence. Technology allows one site to virtually visit the other campus, and users at both sites can see, hear, and later sense each other. And for last, concrete design plans where integrating Finnish design to local one contained material and furniture selection, raised floor modification, and acoustic planning. In the third phase, major results are shown here. First, social elements consist of learning to use the place. Secondly, multiple different events was held in the Future Tech Lab and evaluated. The participants have been mostly from Namibia, but there has been seminars with Finnish participants as well. Remote presence technology has not yet been used, only prototypes has been tested at this point. Here I have collected few examples how this technology itself can be beneficial in a novel way. In the first example, experts' viewpoint can be exact same as surgeons and can give instant feedback or instructions how to proceed in current situation. The second example describes its use in a sport event. Participants can freely move inside the camera area, watching event closely and see all happenings in the field, or as a spectator to point of view, or anywhere inside the camera area. This can be done in real time, or one can watch the event later as well. Experience will be dramatically richer than static plays or normal broadcast, where camera angle changes randomly and participant cannot affect in it. Third example, mentioned here is a site where colleagues can join. That would not be safe to visit physically, or you need a certain specific equipment to visit physically, or the distance itself requires a lot of time or is expensive. Saves, for instance, travel costs and the nature itself. And for final example, meeting people who are sick, whom you are not allowed to meet otherwise, like now if one has got this COVID virus, you could visit them like you would be there physically. In the final slide, I have collected following elements of the essential features. First, understanding the shared context of collaborating parties. Secondly, determining digital tools and connectivity to ensure accessibility and participation of users in both the global north and global south. Thirdly, determining physical infrastructure. Fourth, involvement of varied stakeholders such as academics, students, and industry, and other stakeholders to ensure innovation outcome sustainability of the open innovation space. And fifth, the use of empirical inquiry to guide advanced development of the future tech lab. I want to thank you all for listening and all the authors who has been participating in this study. Thank you.